Alright, my name is Helen Weekly and I'm from Redcar and I run the Imaginarium Creative Studios.
So I'm Helen Kennedy, I work for Youth Focus North East. They're a young person's charity and my role is Development Officer.
So my name's Rachel Crooks, I'm a community connector and I work for Beyond Housing.
My name's Gareth Howell and I'm the founder of the Walk and Talk Men's Mental Health Awareness and Support Group based in Redcar.
Hi, my name is Rory Logan. I run Find the Light in a place called Redcar.
The Imaginarium Creative Studios is in Redcar and it is for everybody. We mainly work with children and young people. However, we do have adult classes as well, and we're family orientated, so the whole family might come and get involved with everything that we're doing.
Me and Helen from Youth Focus North East started to look at why our communities weren't thriving in some of the areas that were typically known to be deprived.
I have started working in collaboration with Beyond Housing. We were approached particularly because there was an area that they perceived that was struggling, a community that was particularly struggling. But from their perspective, it was struggling in regards to voids and rent arrears, antisocial behaviour and things like that.
Basically what we do as a group is we get together with adult males once a month generally, but a bit more often in the summer in our special events. What we do is we go for a walk and basically we chat to each other, and it gives the lads the opportunity to offload, to share experiences with each other. Not everyone in the group themselves has had a mental health issue, but they're there to support and lend an ear, and that's just as important.
What I intended for the group primarily was to abolish the stigma of mental illness. It's something I've always struggled with, and like a lot of people, for as long as I can remember, it's been something I've lived with. Yeah, it's evolved over the months and years into a support group, and it's brilliant. It's very fulfilling work. It's something I never anticipated, but I wouldn't have it any other way. It's a really good group, and I'm very proud in that if someone falls, we've had a few instances where people have kind of publicised their intentions, and it's heartbreaking, but it's, given the realm that we're in, it's expected. When those kind of things have happened historically on the group, the amount of people that reach out to catch someone as they're falling is nothing short of beautiful. It really, really is. So I'm very proud of the group that it has become.
At the moment, working in mental health and wellbeing is a major part of the role. So every single session now has some sort of element of how can we make their mental health and wellbeing better. And even down to the projects that we lead now, it's heavily embedded with everything that we do. The
idea behind it is ultimately a community reset. It's about going in and trying to find out how we can reset that community into doing more positive things for itself, putting power back into the community and finding out what they want from us.
So we set about creating a collaboration in regards to how the youth sector can work with a housing organisation to potentially work to impact and address wellbeing in social housing tenants.
What the aim of the network is to give everyone the chance to feel valued and fulfilled in their lives. So this isn't asking anybody to reach a goal, this isn't asking anyone to get into employment. This is just giving everyone the opportunity to be the best that they can in the capacity that they have.
Without having something that builds passion in your belly, those building blocks of being able to fall back on, and that resilience to cope, you end up with poor wellbeing, which could potentially lead to struggles with mental health.
This project we feel is a pilot. Beyond Housing are in this area at this moment in time doing some physical regeneration so that people can see it and feel it at the same time.
It was initially set up as a veterans group. Obviously I'd been in the army for a long time, served my full career there, so I wanted to do something to give back to them.
I wanted to show people that even somebody like me, who's 6'2", covered in tattoos, boxed before, rugby, you name it, if I can open up and be honest, then anybody can. So yeah, the work I do primarily is to just be open and honest about myself. The group's growing in numbers, it's great. I started it around 18 months ago, something like that.
So we offer an apprenticeship and work placement scheme with Middlesbrough College, so they're one of our partners. We go in and we will take maybe 2 or 3 dancers from their performing arts course. They will then come here and that goes towards their hours for their work placement for their qualification.
Mainly we concentrate on Redcar and Cleveland, and that's where the walks take place, normally along the beach. We try and vary it between the beautiful beach that we've got here and the countryside, so we go up to the woods and have a wander around there, up to a place like Upleatham, you know. We utilise the countryside that we've got.
My main job is actually I'm a technical consultant for a big tech firm in London, but this is just something I do to help people. It's originally something I did to try and connect with people, I guess. The group in whatever form it's in, I set up to connect with people and show people that it's okay to be not okay. I know it's a cliche by this point, but it's true.
Well, it's definitely a voluntary role. It's I have a full-time job. I work over in Wilton in the chemical process industry, but this is takes up a lot of my time when I'm not there, but it's definitely worth all the hours we put in.
It's my main thing, but we do have volunteers at the moment. I suppose I'm technically working voluntary as well as finances pan out during the pandemic. But that's the way of life. I'd rather do a job that I love than a job that I don't particularly love and have lots of money. So it's my decision really.
The entire spectrum of mental illness is something that we cater for, and the first time one of the more serious issues arose, I knew that one of two things had to happen. I either had to announce, look, we as a group are not prepared to handle this kind of thing, or we had to adapt. So I got my mum, a mental health nurse involved. I did some training, so we're still not therapists, but we're set up to handle anything, I think, anything that we get thrown at us.
It's a suicide prevention group because of the suicides that we have in this area, and certainly in Redcar. There's lots of issues within the group. There's not one person who's exactly the same as the other, so we deal with all kinds of mental health issues, and that's why I need other people on board with me, because I'm no expert, and I have people in the group who've been through certain situations which I can't comprehend, so their help is invaluable.
I love my job. It's extremely rewarding. It's something that I literally live for. It's a hard job, especially at the moment with the pandemic. No, I don't have a clue what's going to happen over the next few weeks. We don't even know tonight if we're going to be told we have to completely close again. It's constant changing goalposts at the moment. There's 2 groups I collate with very frequently in Redcar alone, and Redcar and Mask, and one is Rory Logan's group, which is called Find the Light.
And we've all got a common aim. So again, to shout out some of the people around me who I know, Lifeline's Hub by Mark Robbins, again a sufferer who's very open, brilliant group. Walk and Talk by Gareth Howell, again Gareth is an ex-serviceman.
And then another one is called Lifeline's Hub that Mark Robbins runs, and they're both mental health hubs, and together we share our information with each other, we share any posts with each other, and it's all about helping each other, and yeah, the more the merrier.
For myself, I just love seeing things come together, but beyond housing, we want to make our tenants more sustainable. We want our tenants to love where they live.
Without being big-headed about it, people actually told me that if it wasn't for me, they don't know where they'd be, so that's good enough for me.
We're just at the beginning of how we can now deliver. It's about looking at how we can engage in a different way and safely, and we're learning as we go along. Purely because of the nature of the pandemic, it's thrown us in the deep end. It hasn't given us time to even really think. Now I feel we have to press pause, and I do feel we need a moment of R&D, time to research and develop what we're actually doing, because this is here to stay for quite a long time now.
And I've recently just finished my mental health first aid course for adults, which was an eye-opener in itself, and it gives me the tools to help signpost people to the right places, which is exactly what I'm there for.
If you If you feel like you need any assistance or you're close to somebody who you feel does, please come and join us. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
That was painless, wasn't it?
All right, well,
Yeah.
anything else you want to say?
No.